back for another video. My name is Kanaya. If you're new here, this is the Natural Feminine platform for a channel, sorry, for all women topics, anything life related, relationship related, self-care, girl talks. And if you're not new, welcome back OG, welcome back bestie. Okay, I see you. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about 10, 10 common mistakes that Caribbean YouTubers make when starting their channels out. And this is something that happens a lot. So I just thought, like, what better way to get it out there than put it into a video and let you guys know of the common, simple, little mistakes that can potentially harm your channel and prevent you from, getting things like monetized and so on and so forth. So today I have 10 common mistakes that most Caribbean YouTubers make. So the first one would be changing accent. That's a common one there. Changing accent, okay? There is a difference between speaking proper English and changing up your accent. You can speak proper English with the accent that you have, but there is no need to be changing up your accent just so you can get views. It doesn't help the video what accent you speak or what accent you carry. It doesn't help the video. So stay true to yourself. There's no reason to be changing your accent. If you're from St. Lucia, speak like a St. Lucian, okay? Don't be speaking like an American because you went up for like 2 days and now you're back here and all of a sudden you're pronouncing your R's and no. You're from St. Lucia, speak like a St. Lucian. I'm speaking proper English right now and I'm speaking in my Lucian accent. You don't hear me sounding like a Jamaican, a Bajan, or a Grenadian. If you could be from Guyana, you speak like a Guyanese. You could be from Africa, you speak African. Speak in your accent. The second common mistake that Caribbean YouTubers make is using wrong titles. When we make a video, to ensure that we have the correct title that is associated with what we are either speaking about in the video or doing in the video. Putting something that does not pertain to the video is just clickbait, and that can potentially harm your channel because you're making people think that is what the video is about when the video has absolutely nothing to do with what the title is saying. That is something that is very crucial. Now, titles play a huge part in how your videos perform on your YouTube channel. So, ensuring that you have the correct title that fits what the content is, you're good to go. About gardening, your title should be something like how to garden or like how to plant or something pertaining to gardening. You cannot have a video on gardening and then the title is caressing. That makes no sense. And you think, yeah, you might get people to click on the video, but you're not going to get people to stay watching. You're not going to get views. You're not going to get subscribers because you're just clickbaiting people is what it is. So use the right titles. Go out there, do your keyword research, do your SEO, ensure that you have your correct hashtags, ensure that you are putting right information out there and um, you're not tricking people's minds into something that is not what it is. Plain and simple. Put the correct title associated with what your video is about. The third mistake that Caribbean YouTubers make, being afraid of feedback. Okay, and there could be positive feedback and negative feedback. Now, again, there will always be good and there will always be bad. There will always be people who just, like we call them trolls. No matter how good you do, no matter what you try, they will always be just so narcissistic. These people, you just have to leave them in their section where they belong. However, positive feedback may not always be sugar coated. It may not always be something that you would want to hear or like to hear. But receiving feedback is not something that we should be afraid of. It's not something that we should be avoiding. We're trying to do the opposite and taking insight from others and working on it and seeing how we can better our videos, how we can better our channel as a YouTuber. In that, feedback is not a bad thing. That is how you learn from your mistakes, because if someone doesn't point out what is possibly wrong or could be better about your channel or your video, how are you supposed to know? Because you can't possibly know everything. You put the video out there and you think it is at its best. However, it takes the viewer to tell you, you know, this could be better. Maybe the quality could be better. Maybe the length of videos that you make, the time frame could be longer or shorter. Positive feedback on a whole is something that we need to learn to accept. Fourth common mistake that Caribbean YouTubers make would be abandoning the channel. That one alone speaks for why there aren't so many Caribbean YouTubers in the first place, because so many of us, we start YouTube channels, we post a video, and then what? We just leave the channel, hope that okay, it just goes viral or it takes off on its own. That's not gonna happen. You cannot create a channel and then just abandon it. Can you start a job and then just abandon it? Would you? No. If you're doing this and expecting something in return for it, from it, if you're doing this and you're expecting to make money from it, especially, you cannot start something and just abandon it. You have to be consistent at it. You have to plan out a schedule and ensure that, okay, you have the content that you're going to make and the days that you're going to make this content, and you need to be organized. You cannot just start something, whatever it is you start, you need to finish. No progress will come from starting a YouTube channel and then abandoning it for what, for who. You know what I'm saying? Fifth mistake that Caribbean YouTubers make is getting expensive equipment, unnecessary equipment that is just not needed. When starting out your YouTube channel, you don't need a fancy camera. You don't need a fancy microphone. You don't need a studio. You don't need all those things. All you need, I mean, you do need a camera, but your phone camera is just fine. Phone camera is just fine. There's the front camera, the back camera, whichever one you feel comfortable filming on, you do that. Okay, you don't there are people who film on their phones and get much better quality videos than people who go and spend thousands on hundreds of dollars on camera and expensive equipment, and they don't even know how to use it. They don't even know how to use it properly. Getting expensive equipment is not necessary. Start with what you have and work your way up from there. Okay, if you have a camera already, great, good for you, kudos to you. Go ahead, film your videos, start from there. If it is only your phone that you have, go ahead, start from your phone and build your way up. It works just fine. There are lots of YouTubers out there, big YouTubers out there, that they film from their phones and you wouldn't even know it. So, food for thought. The sixth common mistake that Caribbean YouTubers make is not being consistent. Okay, consistency is key in everything that you do. Everything that you do, consistency is key, and that's just what it is. Okay, now there is a difference between being consistent and being disciplined. Being consistent means that you are at it. You are taking action every single time towards your goal. Being disciplined means that whether you're not in the mood to do it or whether you're not up for it, you still get it done. Whether the motivation is on a down low or the motivation is at its peak, you get it done. That is discipline. Now, being consistent, we cannot talk about discipline if you're not consistent. You have to start somewhere. And to reach discipline, you need to be consistent. If you're not posting videos as frequently as you should be, how do you expect to get views? How do you expect people to come to your channel and benefit or be entertained? Because it's what it is, it's entertainment. Okay, you have to be consistent. Whether you post 2 times a week, 3 times a week, once a week, you need to be consistent. You cannot post a video this week and then 3 months later you post a video. There are some people who are able to do that, but it all comes down to the type of content that you are doing. And it's not so many people that have the time and energy to create a YouTube channel. But if you know you have only one day in the week to film, and that's the only time you cannot put out more videos than one per week, you do one video per week. If it is 2 videos per week, you do 2 videos per week. But you have to be consistent, because you cannot post a video now and then 6 months later post a video whose between that time your viewers, your subscribers, they have already went somewhere else where they are being fed what they're looking for, and you're not the one giving them that. Because why? You're busy posting now and then 7 months later you're posting again. You need to be consistent. Come up with a plan, come up with a schedule as to when you are going to post. That way you are more organized and you get it done. 7 common mistakes that Caribbean YouTubers make is they don't put in effort. Okay, we cannot just pick up our phone or our camera and just film a video, and it has no effort, there's no insight, there is nothing. Okay, we're just rambling about useless stuff. People are not learning anything, they're not gaining anything from your video, or you didn't even check to see if the lighting was good or your background is at least decent. You need to put in a little more effort into your videos so people will like your videos. You need to be more welcoming. You need to put in effort into yourself, because if you don't know how to speak, if your personality isn't as welcoming, then you're going down slowly, because that's how you made your bed. Okay, how you make your bed, you lie in it. Okay, and if you don't put in effort into your channel, into creating your videos, into creating content that is beneficial, insightful, meaningful, interesting, no one is gonna watch your videos. Eighth common mistake that Caribbean YouTubers make would be comparing themselves to other YouTubers. Why would you do that? You can get inspiration from the big YouTubers, but you cannot compare yourself to where they're at and where you are at. If you only have 100 subscribers and this person has 50,000 subscribers, how are you going to compare yourself to them? Okay, you cannot sit and be like, oh, I should be getting those packages that this person is getting. No, you're not supposed to, because why? Have you put in the amount of work and effort as they have? You're not at the level. It's like you're watching the president and thinking that you're supposed to have what they have. It doesn't work that way, honey. It doesn't work that way. You have to put in effort. You need to focus on where you need to get. Okay, you can use them as inspiration. You can use the videos that they're making as inspiration and get ideas from them, but you cannot compare yourselves to them, because hello, your starting point is not their starting point. They have already left that. Okay, they're up here and you still here. You have to work your way up the ladder. You cannot just get it. You cannot just, you understand. You have to focus on you and what it is that you want, what it is that you want to get from having a YouTube channel, and work your way towards that goal. That is how you are going to reach at their level. Okay, for the time, look at other YouTubers that are within your range and see how you can surpass them. How about that? The ninth common mistake that Caribbean YouTubers make is that we get discouraged. We get discouraged because it's a little bit harder for us since we are in the Caribbean and we're not as well known as America or Europe or Asia or Africa for that matter. I mean, like Africa has top YouTubers now, like it's just, it's crazy. But we get discouraged when we think that we're supposed to see a certain amount of views when we post a video, and then we don't see that amount of views. We get discouraged when the amount of subscribers we're hoping to have, we do not have it. That is something we need to work on. Yes, you can post a video and it can go viral. How many videos would you need to make in order for that one to go viral? You just have to be consistent again in making your videos till that one video takes you where you want to be. That's just how it works. You cannot sit and then be like, oh, well, I post 2 videos and I didn't get as much views as I thought I would get, so I'm going to quit. That just makes you a quitter. You cannot get discouraged. Everything works in time. If you apply for a job and you are the waiter, you have to work your way up in the kitchen. You have to work your way up. How you cannot just be a waiter and then expect to be a chef. You have to work your way up. Okay, it's the same thing for YouTube. You cannot just post one video and expect to get 1 million views and thousands of subscribers. It doesn't work that way. You have to put in the work, you have to put in the effort. This is a job just as much as any other job out there. It is a job. You need to get up, plan your content, plan the days you are going to film, the days you are going to edit, the days you are going to upload. You need to have a list of content ideas that you want to put out there. You need to understand that it is the baby steps that will get you to this big thing that you're working towards. So getting discouraged is not going to help you. You cannot just keep trying out things, and if it doesn't just work out for you on the first go, then you're going to quit. Okay? You have to have discipline, you have to have motivation, you need to have consistency in order to see results. 10th common mistake that Caribbean YouTubers make is not planning. How are you supposed to have a channel that is supposed to get views and subscribers and your videos are all over the place? Your topics are all over the place. You need to plan. If your channel is about makeup, you need to sit down and come up with makeup content ideas. If it's about self-care, you come up with self-care content ideas. I always say before you start your channel, you need to come up with at least 100 ideas of content that you want to put out there. You don't necessarily actually have to film every single one that you have, but at least you have 100 ideas of things that you could potentially start filming, and you won't have to sit down and waste time and hours or days thinking of what am I supposed to film. You already have 100, and then you take that 100 and you put it into 3 months on the calendar. So you take your 100 ideas, your 100 content ideas, and you schedule it out. So for the next 3 months, you're set. You have the days and the content that you want to film, and you do not feel disorganized, you do not feel lost, you do not feel like this is overwhelming for you. Because why? You have planned. What I would like for you guys to do is to, before you start your YouTube channel, sit down, take a book, come up with at least bare minimum 100 content ideas that you would like to film. And then you schedule that into the next 3 months, so you know on those days that you have to sit down and film those videos, and you actually have gotten something done. If you have done that, let me know in the comment section down below how that went out for you. Did you even do it? But these are the 10 common mistakes that Caribbean YouTubers make, and if you can tick off each one of them, then you are well on your way to having a successful YouTube channel that's gonna get views, that's gonna be monetized, that's gonna have lots of subscribers. But if you're not taking note of any of those things, then you already know what to expect. I don't have to say it for you. So work on that. Come back and let me know how it went for you. Did you come up with the 100 ideas that I told you to come up with? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you did find this video helpful, if anything I said here meant something to you, do give this video a like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. But until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.